Hey there, welcome back to Move Mountains Pilates. My name is Jess, and today you need your flex band. It's a flex band flow. So we're just gonna use the flex band the whole time. We're gonna get a well-rounded total body workout, and you're starting lying down on your back. I'll meet you down there. Okay, we're gonna grip the flex band about shoulder width apart, a little bit of tension, nothing too crazy. First things first, we'll start with protraction and retraction. So your shoulder blades are just gonna glide up and wide as they protract and then glide together as they retract. And just try your best to keep stable band tension as you go. That band should get closer as you retract and then further away from you as you protract. Kind of just lifting your shoulders off the mat, but that's it as you protract. Notice the sensation of glide through your shoulder blades. We'll go for 3. Are you gliding evenly on both sides, or is one shoulder wonky? I feel like my shoulders don't want to work together today. Okay, now just set somewhere in the middle there. Keep that band tension, nod the chin, then lift the head and shoulders, reach your band towards your thighs, and then lower back down. So a couple ab preps. Exhale, curl up, reach. Inhale, lower. Slide your ribs towards your hips. And we'll just go for another 2 like that. And maybe this is where you stay. Otherwise, we're gonna heat things up right away today with some hundreds. So find your imprint, tuck your tail, lift your legs up tabletop, and then this time as you curl up, drape the band over your shins, grip down further next to your hips, and you're going to hold this crunch and pump your arms. Bounce them nice and small. You're going to inhale for 5 of those little beats, and then exhale for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And we're doing this until we get to 100. Keep that chin tucked. You're halfway. Keep your ribs drawn down. Nice small little pulses. 75. Make sure your feet aren't bouncing. Keep those legs strong in your tabletop. And then pause, reach up a little higher, then lower your whole self down, hug the knees, rock side to side. That's your 100. Great job. Now let's just place feet flat on the floor for bridges, sitting bone distance, heels grounded underneath your knees. Arms will be long at your sides, and you're gonna trap the band down underneath your hands, grounding down through the arms. Now let's exhale, lift up, find your bridge and stretch your band. Inhale, hinge back down. Exhale, drive through your heels, press into the band. Inhale, lower. Now you're just keeping your band anchored down underneath your hands. So choose a tension that works for you. One that challenges the glutes and hamstrings, but also doesn't leave your arms dead, because arms are working here too to keep that band grounded. Make sure you're closing your rib cage at the top. I find with the band here, it's easy to want to lead with the ribs and pop, but can you do your best to keep those ribs drawn in? Lead with your hips, drawing the ribs to the hip bones. We have another 3, 2, last one. And then we're gonna go up there again and hold it up. Grip up higher on your bands and our arms are floated off the floor, long at hip height. Now hold your hips high, plow the arms down. Inhale, release, exhale, plow. Give that band a good pull. Keeping that tail tucked, glutes and hamstrings have to fight to stay up here as your arms work to pull the band. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, keep the arms grounded. Lift one arm, lower, lift the other, and lower. And notice how that wants your hips to kind of rock around. Do your best to keep hips level. Lift that tail up a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mini break, lower down. Your grip strength is gonna be worked today using this band, that's for sure. Okay, we have one more round of bridges. This time arms will stay anchored down again. Lift up, stretch your band. Can you march? Lift one leg tabletop, change sides. And if marching doesn't feel good, maybe you just do some pulses instead. Whatever works for you. Notice what the band's doing. If your band's moving around a lot, it probably means your hips are moving around a lot. Keep the band as quiet as possible. 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep your leg high up there in tabletop. Now pulse on a single leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides, you've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reattach that foot, lift up higher, then lower yourself down. Oh, great work. Put both feet in your band and use it to stretch your legs straight up to the sky. Get a good grip, catch your breath, stretch those hamstrings. The tighter you hold on the band, the deeper that stretch is gonna be. One more big breath. And then hold each end of your band in each hand. Bend your knees tabletop and just bend your elbows by your sides. Then on your exhale, shoot your legs out. Inhale, bend back in. Exhale, reach. Find the connection through the front of your abs. You're keeping your ribs closed down to your hip bones. Strong and stable through your core. Feel free to do this with your head lifted up in a crunch. Wherever you feel good. Maybe you start to reach your legs a little lower, only if you can hold your imprint stable. That's the nice thing about the band is it's actually providing you with a little bit of support through this exercise. The band will both challenge you and help you today, I promise. We only have 2 more. And with your last one, hold your legs out straight, open your feet out into the band, then close it back in. Exhale, press open. Inhale, release. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And bring it in. Maybe rock side to side. Then we'll keep the feet in the band and lie down on your side. One long line, head to feet. You have your top hand holding both ends of the band, bottom arm supports the head. Lift your waist, find your mouse hole. And now top leg is just gonna press up into the band. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Up and down just like that. Keeping the ankles strongly flexed, reach out of your heels. And almost spread the sides of your feet apart. Kind of reach out of the arches of your feet so that ankles don't cave inwards like that, but instead they reach out actively. Already building some good heat here. We've got several things to do, but that's okay, we're strong, we've got this. 2 more. And now we're gonna lift the top leg. Bottom leg lifts to meet it, both go down together. Top, bottom, down together. Lots of control here, there's no rushing through. And the key is you gotta just lift that leg to hip height. Don't be tempted to lift up higher than that. We gotta only lift to hip height, otherwise the bottom leg won't be able to meet the top leg. Your top knuckles could be on the floor for extra balance, or maybe you can take that hand to your hip or thigh, wherever you're comfy. We have 2 more of these ones. Last one. And then we're gonna fight to hold your top leg up hip height. Bottom leg goes down and up. Top leg works hard to stay stable. You're reaching energy out of your heels. You've got this. It might not be easy, but this is where strength is built. 5 more. I'm just telling that to myself so I can get through this. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Glue your legs together. Get your bottom arm long, slightly forwards of you. We'll do side bends. Lift both legs as you lift yourself up. Kind of reach through your arms so you don't lose tension. You might even grip up higher so you don't lose tension. But notice what happens as you go up. The band is bound to go a little bit less tense. It's bound to lose some of its tension because you're lifting your head and your feet towards each other. Use that band as a form of feedback here. How loose can you get your band because you lift your head and shoulders up together at the same height? We've got 4 more. Bottom arm's there for balance, but it's light on the floor. It's not pushing. Instead, it's that top waist working. Finish 1 more. Good. Then just roll onto your back and hold each end of your band in each hand. Heading into some ab work as a little intermission. The legs will stay long on the floor. You have each hand holding the band. Nod your chin. Then do an ab prep. Crunch up and do a little bicep curl. Inhale, lower release. Exhale, bicep curl as you crunch. And you're just coming up to find imprint. Can you attach your ribs to the floor? Cinching up through the front of your core. You're really trying to bring your thumbs as close to your mouth as you can, essentially. Bringing your head towards your thumbs and your thumbs towards your head. You don't have to be pointing your thumbs, but it might help you. And we just have another 3. 2. Last one here. And then grip up a little higher on your band. We're gonna go back up into that crunch and hold it this time with the arms staying long. So you want enough band tension so that you have tension when you're up there. Curl up, arms are long. Open one arm to the side. Release through center, open the other arm. Try your best to keep centered through your hips. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Notice the tugs in your waist as you open that arm and fight to stay grounded through center. You've got 5 seconds left. 4, maybe you crunch up higher. 3, 2, 1, and release it back down. Now for you guys, it's a smooth transition, just flipping over to the other side. But I'm not gonna do it all with my back to you, so I'm gonna flip all the way around. You guys could just flip right over, whatever you wanna do. Find your long line. We got our second side. You know what's coming. Zipper up your waist, and then top leg only presses up and lowers back down. Exhale, reach your way up. Inhale, lower. Really spreading the band apart. And remember, you're reaching out at the arches of your feet. Keeping those ankles active instead of letting them cave in because of what the band's doing to them. I really like using the band for this exercise because I find it keeps people in better form. Notice how high you're lifting your leg up to right now. Chances are when you're doing this without the band, you should probably only be lifting your leg this high. If you lift up higher, chances are your hip's gonna roll back or your front foot's gonna reach forwards. Here the band forces you into good alignment. And that's part of the reason why you feel it so good. Yeah, you have the extra resistance of the band, but also you're forced into better alignment. So keep that in mind for the future. Less is more with this one. Only one more. Woo. Okay, now it's top leg, bottom leg, down together. If you want a visual, you probably don't need one, but if you want one, maybe you imagine a little boy loses his balloon. The balloon goes up, then he jumps up to meet it, and then both go down together. Balloon, boy, down together. Or girl, it doesn't really matter, but that's just the visual that pops into my head with this one. It's a fun one. Maybe it's not necessary, but I always think of that for some reason. 2 more of these. Strong, strong hips, strong glutes. Woo, okay. Now we lift up, we hold the top leg where it is, bottom leg only, down and up. You can do this. Reaching long out of that top heel. 5, 4, 3, enjoy the burn. And 1, and lower. Whew. Oh my gosh, it gets in there so good. Now we have the side bend, bottom arm long above the head, but forwards with the body. Then when you're ready, you'll lengthen your way up, lifting your head and feet, and then lower back down. Find a band tension that works best for you with this one, where you feel it going slack a little bit as you lift, but it doesn't go completely slack. You're just pinching your rib to your hips, cinching up that top waist. We've got 5 more. Three more. Strong exhale to get up each time. 1 more time, you got this. Beautiful. Lie on your back once again. Lots of wiggling. Then each hand holds each end of the band once again. Maybe you stretch out your fingers. Oh, strong grip strength with this band, I'm telling you. Okay, same idea as before. You have each end of the band in your hands. Then we're going into a full roll up this time. So it starts like last time. We nod the chin, we curl up, we do a bicep curl, but then we keep going up until we fold up and over the legs. Then you can sit up tall, tuck your tail, start rolling back, and once it gets hard, you're gonna bicep curl to help you out. Arms lengthen once the shoulders and head lower. Nod, curl up, do that bicep curl during the stickiest spot. Fold forwards, sit tall, tuck back, and then again, do the bicep curl during that stickiest spot. The band is helping you out here. You could always grip up higher on the band for more help. Make it work for you. This is a hard one. Not only does it require some good ab strength, but also back mobility, body awareness, and body proportions. So don't be too hard on yourself if it's a difficult one for you. It depends on a lot of factors. We'll just go for a couple more. Maybe just 1 more. 1 more sounds good. Let's stay at the top. Fold forwards, turn the head side to side, just slumping, relaxing, releasing. Then sit up tall. Crisscross your band. You've got opposites held in your hands now. Sitting nice and tall here. Let's take 1 elbow to the side, twist towards it. Return through center, exhale, twist the other way. You'll keep alternating. Actively reach forwards with that other arm. Create opposition. You're reaching forwards through the front arm as you take your elbow back behind you. And if you'd rather do this knees bent because hip flexors or your low back are yelling at you, then do that. Whatever works. Just spinning around your spine, creating some length through each vertebra as you think about growing taller each time you unwind. Inhale tall, exhale twist. 5 seconds. And notice if both sides feel equal. They might, but they also might not, and then it might depend on the day. Today for me, there's a significant difference, I feel like, twisting to each side. I feel like my right side's way tighter, and my left side has more mobility. So just notice that. And then release, shake it out. Great job. Okay. From here, let's remove the band from your legs, finally. And then let's just go seated with your legs out wide, wider than the mat, they can be bent if that feels better. We're gonna put the band behind your upper back. It's gonna go quite close to your armpits, and your hands will hold on to it close to the armpits too. From here, it's a spine stretch forwards. Let's reach forwards as we fold forwards. Then stack up tall, open your arms wide to the sides and lift your chest up a little bit. Exhale, reach forwards, fold. Inhale, lengthen, open. Let the band pull you around slightly. As you reach forwards, think about pushing your back backwards against the band. Create some opposition. It's not about going far forwards, but instead actively round forwards. Then, as you sit tall, can you lift your chest almost into an extension so your back almost leaves the band? Fold forwards, push the back against the band, lengthen up, lift your chest away from the band. Really letting those hands go behind you as you sit tall. Find the work here. Simple action, and a lot of this is just stretch and mobility, but find the work. 2 more. Abs are working to get you up and down through this. Back extensors work too. All right, take a second, shake it out. Then we're gonna keep this set up. We're gonna keep the arms wide to the sides and do more twisting. This time, twist 3 times to one side. Inhale through center. Exhale, 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 inhale, center. Notice how the band sort of propels you around through your twist. Feel how it pushes against the back of those shoulder blades to take you over. And we'll just do 1 more per side. Woo, shake that out. Keep the band around your back, but go onto your hands and knees. You're going to trap the band underneath your hands. Make sure it's still nice and high up, higher than your bra line. Then, staying on hands and knees, let's go back into your protraction, retraction, just like how you started. You're gonna slide your shoulder blades together and then slide the shoulder blades wide apart. And as you do that, you go up and down an inch or 2 at a time. It's a very small action. You might think of it as a straight arm push-up. Make sure your elbows stay straight. And make sure your back stays straight too. You're not turning it into a cat-cow. Instead, just slide shoulders together, then slide them wide. Less is more. 1 more. Then can you do that with your knees hovered? Tuck the toes, hover your knees. As you slide shoulder blades together, knees might tap the floor, then slide shoulder blades wide and hover. The action happens at those shoulder blades. The rest of the body is just moving as a result. 5, 4. Keep the neck long, no need to look down at your thighs. I can read your mind. Last 2. Last 1. Ooh, thighs will burn there too. Take a moment of rest. By the way, you could do this with your elbows down, just kind of trapping the band, either holding it in your hands or trapping it under arms, whatever works. This next one, we're gonna go into a full plank for it. So same exact idea. Trap the band underneath your hands or elbows, then step to your full plank. Same exact thing. We protract and we retract. Very small action. Only letting that happen through the shoulders. You've got this. 5. Support tight through the core, energize through the legs. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Awesome job. Let's remove the band. Ooh, we'll use it again in a sec. Shake it out first. I always think of more things right after I tell you to do something. Same setup with the band. So now trap it underneath your hands. We're back on hands and knees. Thread the needle. Inhale, twist open to the sky. Then exhale, thread through. Lower the shoulder and head towards the mat. 2 more this side. Inhale, twist open. And again, the band kind of propels you around. Notice how it pulls you under and across. And then it opens you to the sky. Last one on this side. Maybe you take an extra big breath at the bottom. Then change sides. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, thread through. 2 more. Let the band pull you in the direction you're moving in. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Then let's just take the band up and over behind you. Expand the chest. That feels so good. Release it overhead, go back into it. The tighter you hold, the deeper the stretch. And I like to bend my elbows here. I find it feels kind of icky on my elbow joints if I keep my arms straight. So whatever feels good for you. Oh, that's such a good stretch. I didn't know I needed this so bad. I've been teaching this little band series in my classes the last few days or so, and I didn't know how badly I needed it myself. One more. Maybe an extra big breath. And then you can just drop your band, maybe take a shell stretch. And then that's it, you're all done. I hope you had fun with your band today. Maybe not. At least you can't slingshot it at me through the camera. I'm thankful for that. It was good for us regardless. Now we can slingshot that band away from us for a while and forget about how much we hate it. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That really, really helps me out and my channel out and growing the Move Mountains Pilates community. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.